What's up, y'all? Thanks for joining in. Today is May 1st, 2026. This video will take you to Wausau, Wisconsin, where we are going to follow two runners in the 2026 WausaUltra Limitless. It is a 4.167 mile loop that is every hour on the hour until one person is left remaining, and then that person will be the champion. Our two runners are one, Kristen Hoskins. She's new to the running game. This will be her first ultra. The other runner is Greg Rosenberg, an experienced ultra runner. He's completed races such as Pine to Palm 100, Old Dominion, Western States, to name a few of those. I think it's going to be a great day, hopefully longer, but just stay tuned. Hour and 28 before the race. About to get this party started. Feels good to be crewing today, not gonna lie. All right, catch you soon. Rosenberg about to check in.
Good morning. How are you? Gregory Daniel Rosenberg.
Okay, so Rosenberg.
Yep.
All right. 236.
That's my favorite number.
It should be. You've had it for a couple of years.
Do you just keep reusing the number?
Yes. Once you have a number, it's always your number. And then you'll see 36.
236. Oh, my pictures on this. What you were talking about.
That's awesome.
Sure, and your stats.
That's cool.
That is year. I don't know what year it is.
Now, you know that has to be. You know that has to be forward facing.
Okay.
Okay. Go see
Like
Michelle.
this.
Sure. Go see Michelle first. As long as you can do that, you can.
Stay over there because I gotta get one too. Dang. You about to try out for Team Nike or something? Look right there. She is ready, boy.
She is ready and running late. Okay, so you've already checked in and you're just saying hi. Yeah, hi. And I can say, okay.
Yep.
We have about 30 seconds before this begins. For all the new runners, go slow, go fast, or slow. Everybody that's done this race for 6 years, raise your hand. 5 years? 4. 3 years? 2 years? 1 year? Okay, a lot of hands went up. For all the newbies, follow those people and trust their pace. We are starting in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it.
Woo! Y'all got this. What do you think? Get some. What lap they on?
What?
What lap are they on?
Lap on!
First lap, here we go.
Lap one, here we are.
There's Kristen.
Nice job, everybody. Glad to see you found your way around it.
How was it?
Do this again in 3,
Lap
2,
2.
1. Lap number 2. Great job, everybody.
Woo!
There's the team.
Look at this beautiful group.
He's our group. Woo, good job.
Listen to the music.
Hey, P-R-E-R. P-R-E-R. Lap 2, here we go. Kristen, Rosenberg coming in. 52:30 on their second lap. Here we go. Hey.
Running the WausaUltra all started when I was at the race in 2025 cheering on Harley and Greg. I was pregnant and remember watching everyone and started saying, I know I could do this race and I think I could run more laps because I had an entire hour to do it and I just felt like it would be easy. Since then, I had a son and I was 7 months postpartum when I completed the race. As I started training for the race, I remember running my first mile in December and I had Bear October 3rd. And I was thinking, oh crap, I'll never be able to do this race in May. My core, back, and pelvic floor are totally different than before I was pregnant and had him, obviously. I started by training at 1 mile, then 2 miles, then ran 3 miles for a couple weeks, then slowly started building up my mileage. I had to mainly train on the treadmill because of super cold temperatures and snow at home. I also could take breaks at any point at home on the treadmill to feed the baby. I found a loop workout on my treadmill with the Zwift app with similar elevation as Wausa, and I would do the 4.17 loops every hour to train. About every 2 weeks, I would increase my mileage and do another loop. As it got warmer, I started running outside some. It was probably most challenging during training to juggle running, pumping, and the breastfeeding schedule. It was also hard if I took a break in between running to breastfeed because it would be hard to get back in running mode after taking the break. In between running, I consistently did pelvic floor and core workouts as well. From training, I knew I could do about 4 to 5 laps, but was hoping for potentially 6 laps at Wausa. In March, I did the Warbird Half Marathon in Kentucky to help train for Wausa. I also did the Potawatomi 10-mile trail run. The Potawatomi run had a 10-mile or 30-mile option, and I wish they would have had a 20-mile to help train, but I didn't feel ready for 30 miles, so I went with 10. On race day, I was hoping for kind of warm weather, and I wore shorts and a t-shirt. I soon realized after the first 2 laps I wasn't going to warm up, so I'd change in between laps to pants. During the first lap of the race, I started towards the back of the pack because I'm a...
On your stomach. I'll be on my back. Whoever
You're doing good, babe. Proud of him.
I don't know if
Killing the game.
if it will be too irritated, but I got it started to warm up for you and it sticks on your clothes. Yeah. I don't know if you want to hear.
I don't know.
That was going to warm it up or...
I don't know. My back's hurting too, though. Don't know whether I put on it.
You can do it.
Yeah,
I need to put it on the shirt, though.
It's going to be a toss-up on this one.
No, it ain't. It's going to be a toss-up on the one after this one. This one's bagged. You You came in you got too much time to spare. You're good. The next one, listen.
Can't quit. You gotta time
On the
out.
next one, though, I will be prepared for you to head straight out once you get back, and I'll have the water ready. In case it goes south. You could even do better.
Yeah, it was warming up, but it's starting to snow again.
Take that on the walk up. You want the other one on the walk? Okay. How's that hitting?
I'm good, except I was telling him my pelvis hurts. Slow runner. And after that first lap, I realized I wanted to start more in the front because the pace was a little slower than what I wanted, and it made me nervous that I wouldn't finish in time. The rest of the laps, I moved up and felt I was in a better spot. I ran with Greg during almost all my loops. This helped me with my pace and when to walk or run because I wasn't so sure. The first 3 loops, I felt great and thought I could for sure keep going. I mainly drank water during all the loops because I had electrolytes that morning before the race. I just ate a gel or a waffle after each lap. The 4th lap, my low back started hurting pretty bad, and I think we put a hot hands patch on my back or something like that. This helped with the pain, but by lap 5, my back and pelvic floor were screaming at me. I knew I was at my limit. I had told Greg to go on ahead of me because I had slowed down and I wasn't sure if I would make it back in enough time. But I was still trying really hard because I wanted to make it in time for that 5th loop. It was really hard to decide to quit when I came in after lap 5. My husband tried to encourage me to go back out because I had made good time on the last lap, but I just couldn't do it because I was in too much pain. I was happy to have completed the 20 miles. This was the most distance I'd ever ran. I definitely look forward to future races and see how much further I can go.
Here Kristen comes. Killing it. No. Well, walk of shame right here from Kristen. 20 miles, 20.88. No, keep shaking it. How's it feel?
Feels good.
So, how many laps did you do?
5.
How many miles was that?
20.88.
Is that a PR?
PR, not ER.
Heck yeah.
Things happen.
Good job.
Took care of business.
Yes, you did. Well, we're 1 runner down. Kristen quit. This is lap 6. This will be the 25-mile mark. Rosenberg's still in it. Still going strong. There he is right there. Red and white hat.
Go, Greg!
Good lap. Nice job.
What's up, brother? Anything particular?
3, 2, 1. Let's do it again.
Lap number 7. Rosenberg's heading back out. Good job. Let's go, Rosenberg.
on the killer.
Is he over there? Lori, hold it over there. Oh yeah, Henry.
Rosenberg coming in at 52 minutes. Heck yes. This is the guy on a mission. Let's go.
Y'all are looking fresh. Looking fresh. Go, Greg.
Let's go, Rosenberg.
Good job.
All right, Felicia.
Yeah.
What lap's Rosenberg on?
My pelvis is my back. 8? Now.
Yep. He's about to hit that ultra mark, about to tap into the 30s. I think, what, 33?
Am I close?
Yeah. You got 10 seconds.
Oh, I got it laying right here.
All right, you got 4 minutes, Greg.
Thanks.
You're doing great.
I'm impressed. I'm glad your pelvis hasn't fallen out yet.
Me too. Thank you.
How's your uterus?
It's talking to me.
Hope it doesn't prolapse on this lap.
You know what I might do next? I'm almost curious if this belt is hampering.
I
So maybe next time I'll go with the vest.
Yeah, the vest is locked and loaded.
Yeah, it's right
now.
Yep, there he is. It is cold.
You would take this? Take this with you.
Take a hot one.
Put this in your
Love you.
shorts.
Love you.
You coming with me, Harley?
Oh, yeah.
I'll hand the top.
Yeah.
Rosenberg out for lap 9. This is Friday, Amanda Chuck.
You look like a chicken. You look
Like a smooth chicken? Oh,
a spring chicken. Smooth chicken.
that makes more sense.
And a smooth one.
They look cold too.
So, what's going through their mind? Are they cold or are
They
they
look cold.
tired?
They look cold. That girl's got her jacket back on. People's got their hoods up.
She has had a great race.
She's done
One in the
really
pink
good.
and
Three, two, one.
lap 10, here we go. Lap 10. Lap 10.
Oh, that's heavenly.
Good job, guys. Woo!
Okay, smile. Good job, guys. Let's go, guys. Let's go. bottles, please.
Gotcha.
Take them up.
Lap 11. Lap 11. We don't have his hat. He's fidgeting with his bottle.
Looking good. It looks good.
Seems annoyed, but I guess if I've been going for over 10 hours, I'd be annoyed too. But he's locked in. Woo!
Keep going.
You look like a spring chicken.
A smooth chicken.
A smooth one. All right, the street hanging with
There he goes. Coming in at 52.25. Woo! Woo! You got this, dude.
Here we go, Danny. Let's go. Let's go.
So, he is on the 12th lap. He will hit mile 50 on this one. He is in the dump. Hopefully he can pull his way out. Tired crew. There he is. This will be mile 58 after they complete this lap. Woo! Good job. Let's go.
You got it. Let's go.
Woo!
Nice job, guys.
looking awesome.
Woo! Get it, Rosenberg.
Ooh, cold chill.
Nice.
Caught a few of them left.
Yep.
That girl in the back's been going a while.
This is the lab that I timed out on last year. Fourth one back.
There he is.
Woo! Dude, we just thought somebody else was you. We thought somebody else was you.
Love you guys. Good job, Adam. Good job, man.
Ramen.
Gotcha.
You look like a spring
He's up here.
chicken.
Okay.
You got this, Mike.
Let's go, Mike.
I don't know if that's Mike.
Who's Mike?
Oh,
no,
sorry.
sorry.
We thought you were Mike.
But
Sorry.
good job. You got this, man.
Sorry, not Mike.
Woo! There you go, dude. Let's go.
Let's go back to 2024, maybe further. I had a great race at a 100-miler in Alabama called Blood Rock in December of 2022. I intended to run another 100-miler in 2023. I was putting good training that spring. I was motivated. Then I got called and told I was going to Oxford, Wisconsin. I knew with the move, racing 100 miles wasn't realistic. New Year's of 2024, I sat down and found a race that motivated me, the Black Hills 100. As an afterthought, I found a local race I could use as a tune-up race up in Wausau, about 90 minutes north of where I lived. I was more or less accidentally discovering the WausaUltra Limitless. I went by myself and I ran the whole day alone. I fell in love with the format and the vibe. It was great, but I only ran 50 miles. I purposely put a limit on myself as I wanted to focus on the Black Hills, which I did successfully complete later that June. In 2025, I aim to go back to Limitless and truly race it. I don't know how or why, but I ultimately failed. It's that simple. No, I'm not a failure, but I broke weak and I quit at mile 75. It was for no good reason other than I was tired and cold and in pain. I regretted that decision every day since then. I moved again this year. One of my New Year's resolutions was to race an ultra in a new state. Illinois checked that box, and I ran the Potawatomi 50 in early April. I also signed up for a 100-miler this fall, but knowing I was in good shape, I had this pull to go back to Limitless. I wouldn't say the word was revenge, but it was something like that so I could get closure. I needed to go a full 24 hours this time. The backyard format, which the Wausa Limitless is a unique race in that it isn't really a race, but an endurance test. All participants are considered failures, with only one person officially finishing. The course is a 4.167-mile loop. Runners can run the loop as quickly or slowly as they wish, but they must be on the starting line ready to start the next loop exactly at the top of the next hour. At the top of every hour, a new loop starts. It starts out really easy, and it is easy until it isn't. 24 loops, 1 loop per hour, equals 100 miles in one day. Each loop packed about 1,300 feet of elevation change. For whatever reason, I slept poorly Thursday night. I also woke up much earlier than I would have liked. One of the unique things about the backyard style race is there's only one aid station, and you can set up a tent-like area if you wish.
It is 2 a.m. at Wausa. There's 21 people or less left. Rosenberg, he's still running good, but I think he is meeting sleep deprivation. With that being said, the night prior, the sleep wasn't there. Not that he went to sleep late, but the wake up was early. I think they ended up waking up like 3 a.m. the day before the race, which makes it painful going into the first night. And if you're finishing laps at 51 to 54 minutes, that's not a lot of time to take a nap, and when he needs other things to get. So we haven't dialed in the sleep yet on our end. Hopefully the daylight will help with that. If not, we're going to be facing some challenges. I still think he's going to tough it out to 24 no matter what. But yeah, hopefully he can get some rest and he can power beyond that. Well, I'll check back in.
Don McLean. I got really drunk in Hawaii on a bus once listening to this song.
There are definitely prime real estate spots. In 2024, when I went alone, I got there late and was stuck with a spot a good half football field away from the starting line. Doesn't sound like much, but a 45-second walk from the start to your spot and then 45 seconds back ends up being a big deal as the day goes on. In 2025, I was earlier and was significantly closer to the start, but it was on a hill. Not ideal. Alas, this year I vowed to get there early and get a good spot. I got there at 6:30, a full 2.5 hours before the race. Harley helped me set up, and we had a great location. The cost was an extra 90 minutes of sleep that I could have had Thursday night. And looking at the weather, it looked like it would be a little chilly, but the forecast called for highs in the low 50s on Friday, with lows dipping into the mid-20s Friday night into Saturday morning. I expected to run in shorts and a short-sleeve shirt. I decided almost last minute to throw on an additional long-sleeve shirt for the first lap. Figured I'd give myself time to warm up. The course this year was different than last year, not in distance or really where it went, but it was run clockwise, whereas the past 2 years were counterclockwise. In my previous 2 runnings, the first half mile or so was a dirt service road that allowed runners to spread out a little bit. This year, that was the ending. The first 200 yards were open, and then it immediately went to a steep single-track hiking trail with switchbacks. I purposely went out super slow on the first loop, but I found myself behind probably 60 runners at a just painfully slow pace. I wouldn't say I panicked, but I made a mental note to get out faster in future loops. I got to the top of the first climb and we promptly dropped right back down the hill, then off into the woods on muddy, rooted, rocky trails, crossing bridges, jumping over little streams, flat runnable terrain, then a steep, rough, rocky climb to the top of the hill, then undulating trail with good footing. Back down the steep hill on rocks, to the bottom, crossing over muddy terrain and the same little streams from before. Climb back up for one final big climb of the loop. Once at the top, a gentle, fully runnable, twisting and turning descent back down to the start. Loop 1 was complete. I never got warm. I slowly settled into the day. I purposely started each loop further up, and I had no real issues with getting stuck behind runners. The field remained pretty large, but starting somewhere early to mid-afternoon, I started noticing it was decreasing by 1s and 2s each lap. The day was fine, but it was cold. I never once warmed up. I kept the long-sleeve shirt on the entire time, and it snowed. Only in Wisconsin would it snow in May. My hands were cold, my ears were cold, I was cold, but I was hanging in there. My stomach did well for the first bit, but then somewhere along the line, I ate something that upset it, so I backed off a little. Either way, I survived. One of the things I love about 100-milers is that you will inevitably be forced to deal with some sort of adversity. Blisters, puking, dehydration, pain, and any other sort of issues. Limitless 2026 gave me 3 pieces of adversity: cold, puking, and sleep deprivation. The loops ticked themselves off. It's fascinating how the brain forgets things. I don't remember specific loops, but I do have vivid memories of specific thoughts and instances. I remember climbing one of the hills and laughing at the falling snow. I remember eating a ginger snap cookie and thinking it was delicious. I remember it being really miserable. I remember being tired on loop 4 and thinking, how in the world am I only an eighth of the way there? I just remember it being hard. I don't remember seeing or hearing people drop out, but I knew it was happening. As the day went on, the crowd at the start and finish line got smaller and smaller. I knew from experience large groups tend to drop out at certain marks. 6 hours, 8 hours. I also knew a lot drop when the sun goes down. When it gets cold and lonely and the crowds are gone, people drop. On one of the loops, I think maybe early evening, I had a quick stop on the side of the trail to throw out my cookies. I don't know what I ate, but something didn't sit well, and I felt better once I threw it up. Fortunately, within an hour, that unsettled stomach was resolved. It remained good for the rest of the race. On loop 12, I departed with a headlamp. Halfway through the loop, there was no more ambient light to see without a headlamp. I turned it on, and I remembered thinking, only 9 loops until the sun is back. The night was hard. It was dark. It was cold. Really, really cold. I got calories from Sprite and ramen noodles, which kept me warm. The temperature was in the mid-20s. One of the early nighttime loops, I changed tops. I put on a thicker short-sleeve shirt, a warm long-sleeve shirt, another good short-sleeve shirt. I put on gloves. I put on a winter hat. Each loop was a repetition. The first 10 minutes were miserable cold and teeth chattering. Then my body would warm up, and it was only a little cold. Then I'd finish a loop and cool off almost instantly from not running. Repeat a full 9 or 10 times. I don't really remember when, but at some point in the day I noticed I was tired. Not exhausted from running all day tired, but actual sleepy tired. Once into the night, it became a legitimate struggle. I was worried I wouldn't be able to finish simply because I couldn't stay awake. I switched to Mountain Dew for the caffeine, and I tried getting some sleep. On 2 occasions, I was able to proactively get some sleep. It seems absurd, but I finished each loop and told Harley and Felicia exactly what I needed. For example, fill a bottle with Mountain Dew, have a cookie and Sprite ready when I wake up. I would walk straight into the tent, lie down, and go to sleep. I think between the 2 laps, or Between the two loops, I probably got a cumulative about 4 or 5 minutes of sleep, but it actually seemed to help. I had never had that before, and I never imagined I could actually go from running to asleep in under 60 seconds, but I learned it can happen. The night progressed and the group got smaller and smaller. A lot of folks dropped after 50 miles. A lot dropped after 15 loops. After that, it stayed pretty much the same. On the loop between 5 a.m. and 6 a.m., the sunlight came back. Halfway through the loop, the headlamps went off, and it felt like a small little rebirth. The weather was still ridiculously frigid. I was exhausted, but I felt better. Just before the start of Loop 24, the race directors announced this was the largest group that had ever made it to the 24-hour loop at the race. In total, 13 of us made it that far. 13 out of 90 starters. That was a really good feeling. The race was hard. The course was hard. The weather was tough. It was a real gut check. I honestly can't say I remember much from this loop. I don't remember.
Out of St. Paul, Minnesota, Mark Dowler, welcome to mile 100. Raymond Cummins, welcome to mile 100, buddy. Out of Niagara, Wisconsin, Glenn Churpa, welcome to 100 miles.
Good job.
Jared Shaw, welcome to 100 miles. He's done this before and he's doing it again. Ty Owens, welcome to 100 miles, man.
Here it comes.
Greg Rosenberg, he comes back year after year and this is 100 miles, man. Glad he hit it.
I can't honestly say I remember this from that. I don't remember different loops. My brain was fried. But I do remember cresting the final hill and knowing I had made it. I had ample time and I could jog back down. I did just that, soaking up the feeling. Early in the race, there were well over 100 spectators cheering
You are
us.
an inspiration to everybody that's about to go out and run themselves. 3, 2, 1.
Lap 104.
We'll see you back at mile 104.
On. It dwindled, and by 3 in the morning, there were maybe a dozen people not racing. Those people were awesome. Coming back down toward the finish, people had started showing.
Greg, great job, man. Time for you to ring that bell. Yes, sir.
Back up. It was 8:53 in the morning. There were now another 100 people. They cheered and were genuinely excited. It felt good. I was content. I was good. Could I have gone back out for another loop? Sure. Could I have finished another? Maybe. Probably. It didn't matter. What I needed, what I wanted, was that 100 miles on that course, in that format. 100 miles in one day. Success. I was so exhausted and sleep deprived, I actually have zero recollection of anything from that point until nearly 3 hours later. Somehow I got out of my running clothes, got into dry and warm clothes, and I got inside the chalet and fell asleep. Zero memory of that occurring.